All right, welcome adventures. Forget the classroom for a bit, because today we're going on a quest. And our mission, if you choose to accept it, is to learn some amazing new English words by exploring some pretty fantastic worlds. So, how are we going to navigate these worlds? Well, the words we're about to learn, they're going to be our map and our compass. They'll guide us as we check out these incredible imaginary landscapes. So, what do you say? You ready for this? Okay, so our journey today is split into two parts. First up, we're going to travel through the massive, empty expanse of space. And then, we're going to dive deep into a mysterious alien ocean. The whole point is to find the perfect words to really bring these worlds to life. And with that, our adventure begins. Our very first stop, the cosmos. Let's start our journey through the universe. First things first, we've got to get a handle on just how big this place is. We're talking about the universe. And listen, this isn't just, a few stars here and there. It's everything. Every single planet, every star, every little speck of dust, all of it, the whole shebang. Okay, so let's zoom in a bit from that massive scale. Inside the universe, you've got a galaxy. Just picture a giant, swirling city made of stars, gas, and dust, all held together by gravity. It's pretty amazing. And our own home, the Milky Way, it's just one of these cities. And there are countless others out there. So how does everything move in this cosmic city? Well, its citizens, the planets, they revolve. Think of it like a constant, graceful dance where they're all moving in a circle around a central star. It's exactly what our Earth does around the sun. This is like the fundamental movement of the whole universe. Okay, and this is where you come into the picture. Right now, you're not just watching. Oh no, you are the hero of this story. I want you to imagine you're a scientist on a starship, on this huge quest into the great unknown. Now, some people might hear about your mission and say it sounds a little far-fetched, that it seems really unlikely, maybe even impossible. But this quote, it's a great reminder that no dream, no matter how big, is too far-fetched if you've got the guts to go after it. And just like that, your far-fetched mission is underway. Your goal is to travel to a distant world and answer one of the biggest questions we have. Does life exist somewhere else out there? You are on a mission to discover the truth. So your mission breaks down into 3 basic steps. First, you've got to carry out some experiments on this new planet. Then you're going to analyze all the data you've collected. Look for patterns and clues. And finally, you have to confirm what you've found, just to make absolutely sure your discovery is the real deal. And wow, your data is pointing to something absolutely incredible, something hiding beneath the waves of this new world. So our journey through the stars? That's done for now. It's time to dive in and start exploring some alien oceans. As you get closer to the water, you start to notice something. Some parts are shallow. You can actually see the bottom pretty clearly. But other spots, they're deep, super dark and mysterious. And what's cool is that we can use these words for ideas too. Like you can have a really deep thought, or someone can make a pretty shallow argument. But just then, things take a turn. The alien weather changes in a flash. A really heavy rain starts pouring down. It's coming down so hard that the rivers nearby start to swell up and burst their banks. Suddenly, there's a huge rush of water just surging everywhere. It's total chaos. And right there, in all that churning floodwater, you spot your little supply boat. And somehow, it manages to float. It's just bobbing up and down on the really rough surface of the water. Whew! For now, at least, it's okay. But then, a massive wave just crashes right over it. The boat fills up with water and starts to sink. See, We use the word sink when we're talking about objects going under the water's surface and disappearing down into the deep. Now, here's a really important distinction. If a person or an animal was on that boat, we wouldn't just say they sink. Because they can't breathe underwater, they would drown. And that's the key difference, right? Objects sink, but living things drown. It's a perfect example of why picking the right word is so crucial. It all depends on the situation. Whew, okay, you've survived the flood. You've explored the cosmos and the deepest oceans. You've got the vocabulary. So now it's time for your final mission. And that is your mission to speak. Just take a second and think about everything we've seen on this crazy journey. We saw planets revolving in a distant galaxy. We explored those deep, alien oceans. We saw the boat sinking in the flood. So, my question to you is, how would you tell that story? How would you use these new words? All right, here's your next quest, your very own adventure in language. I want you to find a picture of a beach. It can be real or totally imaginary, doesn't matter. Then, just describe what you see in that picture. Guess what might be happening. Try to use your new explore vocabulary. But you know what the main goal is? To speak. Just speak, speak, speak. And I want you to leave with this thought. Every single new word you learn, it's not just a word, it's like a key. It's a key that unlocks a brand new world that you now have the power to describe, to understand, and to explore. Pretty cool, right? So the only question left is, what world are you going to explore next?